Good afternoon, welcome to the shed. So it's final assembly time of the marble table. I've got it all laid out. I made a bit of a schoolboy error, didn't realise that the thickness of these edge pieces is actually more than the marble table itself, than the slab. So I've had to route a channel around the outside for these to sit in. Yeah, would have been easier to raise it up, but that's what I've had to do. Okay, let's start the assembly. I've got to drill the pins in as I go. Got my brass pins here. These are what are going to give it the strength. Don't worry about the mess. So I have routed, put a round over on the bit on the bottom, but I'm not very happy with that because I've got a big gap. So I need some filler. But I've got my gaps pretty even. Everything's fairly level. Yeah, so basically finish off and then start the hard job of sanding. I don't know if I'm going to get round to that tonight. We'll see. Okay, that looks a lot better. So I am just going to quickly do the black inlay with the black resin, which I've got. Yeah, so a couple of things didn't go well, a couple of things went really well. Really good idea to use the cake icing bags. That was a really good idea. Same with the paper cups. I'm not so sure about the what I'm going to fill this gap with. That's the only thing that's worrying me. But we can probably use some decorating filler or something rather than resin, because the resin's a bit messy. Okay, let's. And I've only got black left, so I don't want to do that in black. This is the only piece that didn't go too well. There's a bit of a bump. I think it's in this piece here, and it's lifted up. But I think if I sand it flat, we'll probably get away with that. Well, we'll have to. It's what we've got. Okay, so I'm going to use the black sealer or the black resin. I'm going to go all the way around and build it up in layers. So this is what it can look like when it's polished up. Now I've got a bit of bleeding on this here. I didn't realise that so many chips on the edge of the slab, but my method, where there's bits that need filling in, has obviously filled those in. Where it's straighter, it's okay. So it's just reeling down this end, the worst bit. But you can see the difference in colour between that and that. So that's the next job. Good morning, it is the next week. Today we are going to finally finish off this table. You can see I've already done some sanding and some cleaning, but there's a couple of things we need to do. First is finish sealing off around the edges and fill up any little gaps. I haven't got very much of the white resin left, but I think I've got enough. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to make a couple of brackets to steady the table because it is moving slightly. So that's today's job, and then final clean up, polish, and we're done. And then following that, the chairs need sorting, but I think I'm going to get them done by a sandblaster because I don't think I can cope with sanding off 6 chairs. Okay, let's crack on. I'm going to do a very fine cut on me cake bag because I've only got a little tiny bit to put in. Hopefully I've got enough. And I also need to do a bit of black along the top here. Less strong potion this time because I want it to set a bit more slowly if possible. I'm moving on to the brackets now. So this is the leg and the underside, and I need to create some kind of angle piece under there to stop it wobbling side to side. So that's the next mission. So what I've decided to go for is a brace running all the way along the middle of the table. I've got 2 stop blocks, and then I'm going to put some angle pieces or straight pieces between these stop blocks and the 2 bars underneath. So this bit here, that's the only bit that I've got that's fixed. The alternative would be to glue to this piece here, which I don't feel is going to be strong enough. So, and at least I can adjust it if it gets loose. Okay, I'm going to screw that underneath. Okay, that's that in place. It's not super tidy, but it's okay. Practicality is the key. I could have done with some slightly fatter screws, so I went for lots of little screws instead of several big screws. I suppose I should have gone for lots of big screws, but that's what I've got. Okay, so now I'm going to make a piece to go across there, and then we'll just sneak up on it so it's super tight. Okay, that's the first one. Second one, unsurprisingly, went in a lot better. I realised that I needed to put an angle, a 45-degree angle on that bit there. That's much tighter can always replace them if they start to come loose. I'm not going to fix them, they're just braces. Okay, let's have a coffee, let that resin cure, and we'll finish off the cleanup. Okay, it's finished. Plenty of, I'm in a mess. I've varnished around the edges, polished the top, sanded everything. There's a few bits that could do with cleaning a bit better, but I can get around to that. It's been a bit of a project, this one. I now need, well, I've got one more job in the garden to do, and then I'm going to go and have a shower. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Drop a like or all of that stuff down below. See you on the next one.